And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved Frozen Factory. Well, I've got the Mark III made. I built the Mark II, built the Mark III, and now I'm going to be building the Mark IV, which is going to take a lot of those Mark V forced inductions. And, you know, I've been building a lot of cargo lifts and everything, so what I have done is I have set up systems for making gold wire, the gold PCBs, so I can just grab 2,000 of each of those. And then they also take quite a lot of titanium plates. So way over here in my titanium area, I have a little titanium plater that I'm also making titanium plates. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough for all 5, but let's see what we can do with these. So Mark V obviously take 8 Mark IVs, which takes 16 Mark IIIs. So for every one of these, we need 16 of these. So let's make like 32 right now, and let's see how many resources that we're down to. So it's going to take quite a lot of resources to build all these. 16 of those, as you can see, and then 2 of these. So what are we down to as far as materials go? We're pretty down on lithium. We're down on tin, and copper is okay, but obviously we're going to need some more titanium, and we are going to need some more nickel. So let's grab as much nickel as we can. And then, let's see, we're going to need probably some more tin, but I just scooped up some tin. Tin and copper are a little short. As you can see, I'm making a bunch of tin plates, and my tin smelting is not up to par with all of my other smelting. Copper, I'm not using very much copper, so I can scoop a lot of this copper out. Not a whole lot of copper. Pretty much right now, the only copper I'm using is for these coils, for the imbued machine blocks processing over here, which is going pretty well. I'm already back up to 1,400 in there. I just scooped up some of those. I'm up to 22,000 imbued blocks right now, which is the most I've ever had, by far. So let's see what it's going to take. So these are 20 of each, so that is going to be a lot. So if I do another 32, and yeah, we're out of tin completely. So I could either wait for tin to build up, or I could expand tin to be able to process even more. I could do that. I could add some tin processing up in here. Not sure where I would put it or which direction I would face it. I could put it over here and add, maybe do 10 smelters this way. Could do it this way and have quite a few smelters going. Not 100% sure how I want to handle that. I've got 2 copper ore on me for some reason. I don't know where I picked up the copper ore, but I have this miscellaneous smelter over here that any miscellaneous ore that I pick up, I typically toss in here, and it can usually find it. It usually has some miscellaneous ores in there, which is kind of why I do it that way. I could put my ore thief and hook it up to that and just stand on the ore thief. But I'm not sure if the ore thief takes tier 4 ores. If it does, then there's no way that would smelt all of that. So I am desperately out of tin right now, and I've got plenty of tin plates. So what I think I'm going to do is cut this off and come back when this is built up a little bit, or work on maybe upgrading this system a little bit. Let's go down and see how much tin we have left down here. 2.2 million still. So we've got plenty of tin that I can pull from. So for now, what I think I'm going to do is cut the power off to this and let it drain out of tin, and then revamp this whole system down here. That way, so the power is coming in right here. So I'm going to cut that off. Just let it mine and drain out, and that way when I go down there I don't have a lot of tin in my inventory. Plus it's able to smelt it all, and I'll have to use some of that tin to make some stuff. And I'm gonna have to upgrade this line as well to support the new system. We're gonna need a little bit more power down there. So I'm thinking of really going crazy with how much tin we're going to process. Of course, I could also find... Yeah, on second thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find another tin vein that we have exposed here. Because I think there's one back here. Yeah, there's a big one back here. And this would be pretty easy. So 4.7 million tin right here. This will be pretty easy to pull from. I don't need all of this anymore. I've researched everything, so it's just a waste of hoppers right now. I got every hopper you put in the world takes a little bit of processing power. So if you can kind of downsize, that's always a good thing. So I'm going to take all this down except for all these in here just to keep that up. And then let's grab whatever tin is in there, because I only have 3 in my inventory, so that's not cool. We're going to be using a lot of tin. So I'm going to do 2 ore extractors. I'm going to need to figure out a way to get plasma plasma cutter heads over here. So here's a little bit of tin here too. I wonder how much this is. 6.9 minutes. So we have a lot of tin over here. Not a huge issue finding tin. I'm going to put this right up here. It's like that. And we're going to need a couple of motors. Oh, look at that. How much tin do we use just with the motors? That is nuts. So we are very low on tin. Now we should go. No, we're still using tin. We're already into fusion. We're still using, and there's more tin. Holy tin, Batman. Okay. Let me work on this. You guys have seen this process a couple times now. I don't think that we're gonna need to really cover this on camera yet again. But one of the things I'm gonna do is I'm going to set this to remove only. I want my plasma heads to hit that. And I have plasma heads right over here. So this system, I could just take this plasma head and bounce it this way and then that way, and it should work just fine. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I kind of derped that a little bit. Let's do this. And then put a thing in between. And then I can beam them right over here. And then this can be like power right smack in the middle to power both of those. Then I'll have hopper, just like that, and those can output quite a lot of material out of all those, and I'll be able to use all three sides. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Be able to output 7 on those, and I could add some more. Huge storage hopper. I could put one here and here. That would add 2 more there, 2 more there. So I'll be able to build at least 10 smelters for tin right here. And have all of these output and dedicated to the smelters. Now powering all this, let's still plan on using induction chargers. So a lot of people ask me to show like what goes on in between and what I do, and so this is kind of it. You know, I could cut all this out. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could cut all this out. It's definitely an option. But then you wouldn't see what goes on. This is kind of so I need 5, I need 10 of these, I need 40 of these. Oh, I don't have any tin. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's see how the tin is doing over here. It's weird that I'm this late in the game and I never expanded my tin. This also takes tin. Wow. That's a lot of tin. Okay. As soon as I get this system rolling, it should go pretty fast. Oh, I don't have any inventory space. Yeah, I figured that's going to happen. Okay. Well, I have rough-hewn rock I can get rid of. So let's get rid of that. And build me my induction charger. That's just one of them. I'm going to need another one. Definitely going to need another one. So let's build this here. Like that. And then obviously the smelters will go on top. Should have plenty of power. The research lab power is not being used at all. So we got plenty of power abilities. I'm just completely out of tin. So let me actually do a little bit of waiting off camera and come back, and I'll work on this a little bit, come back and finish this off. So I will be right back. Well, we're back and we've got tin smelting operational. We've got 10 smelters all running full bore here, and the whole system is working just fine, and it's pretty much smelting 10 bars every few seconds. I'm not sure what exactly the craft time is on this. I haven't ever timed it, but I tossed some Mark III inductions on the top, and we are now building back up our tin. I've crafted the last remaining Mark Vs, ready to build the quarry. finally. So, let's see if we scroll all the way down here. We've got the battery component. I made sure we had enough, and we've got enough for one more Mark V battery, which we will definitely use. And the last thing I'm going to want is some sort of distribution system for the material that we get. The Mark IV query puts out, I think, 20 ore per second. And so we're going to want, let's see, 2 at a time, so that's 300 a minute. 20 per second times 60 seconds, 1200. So we're going to need one of these multi-matter movers. So we're going to need some gold coils, and we are going to need some lithium coils. I do believe I have some coils made from the last time we made one of these multi-matter movers, which was for the iron down below. It was quite the process. Not copper. I want gold, and I do believe we have some lithium in there. And I have some more overclocked crystal, because this is actually uses quite a lot of these. So I have a little crystal overclocking system right here, right on those batteries, which is nice. And it only moves at 8 meters. But one of the things we're going to do, and we're going to need, let's see, 8 of these, which is 16 of these, which is 32 of these. So we're going to need 32 basic matter movers to make one of these multi-matter movers. Now this can only move blocks 8 meters, which is fine because we are going to set up a system to really distribute this quickly. And let's see how much tin we've got. We're going to need a lot of tin for this. So in between episodes, I will probably load up on some tin and get this ready to go so we can jump right into the build process next episode. I want to limit, we've done a lot of sort of in-between miscellaneous stuff in this episode, and kind of the last one too. So just the sort of stuff that people normally don't see that I wanted to include just for the sake of seeing how things are done in between episodes. Obviously my grapple skills are a little shortcoming here, so stair step it is. So I think we have enough coils, maybe not. So kind of in preparation of this, I'm going to make some more gold coils. And how many copper, or let's see, gold, lithium, I think I have enough. So we're going to need gold coils there, we're going to need gold coils there, but we're going to need lithium here. So I don't think we're going to need as many lithium coils, but to be sure, I'm going to just throw some lithium in there just to make a few more so we make sure that we're not out. And then obviously my tin is really low. I cannot build 32 of these with the tin that I've got. That's going to be 32. Well, maybe I'll be able to make 32. 25. 32 goes into these. So let's see. Yeah, see, we're down to 8 lithium coils. We did have enough lithium coils, but we definitely don't have enough copper coils, I don't think. Yeah, we are out of gold coils, so I'm glad I threw some more in there. And we don't need that lithium in there anymore. Okay, let's just grab all of it and let the gold process as much as possible. That way I don't produce so much coil that I can't put it into one stack in here. Oh, I had my Mark IV induction in there for some reason. Probably an extra from a previous attempt. So I should be able to make that one there. And I need one more gold coil. I got 4. So multi-matter mover right there. Gold coils are good. So let's throw the one that we have, or the 3 that we have in there. So we now have a Mark IV quarry, multi-matter mover, and we will kick off next episode building a system and hopefully get some more resources. Not that we need them, but I'm hoping to find some big veins of something, because this thing can mine really, really fast. And these are both 5,000 one type hoppers. So I'm going to be able to pick up, there's 10,000 there and another 1,000 here. But actually, it's a little over 1,000. It's like 1,020, about 2,300. No, 1,100, 1,200, something like that. Math. Anyway, that will do it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.